Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Shabazz here. So in this video, I will perform how to conduct and interpret the runs test in SPSS. The runs test is a non-parametric test used to determine whether a sequence of observations occurs randomly. So we have an example of 50 customers because a service manager recorded customer waiting times for 50 days. So we will examine whether days with low and high waiting times occur in a random order or not. So before performing the test, we need to consult with PowerPoint presentation. We will also see the assumptions of runs test. A run is a consecutive block on the same side of a cut point. The test asks whether the pattern of blocks is compatible with randomness or not. So these are the 5 conditions before running the test: meaningful order, usable outcome, two represented groups, randomness under H naught, null hypothesis, no serial pattern is expected if the process is random, and transparent missingness. So for this test, because this is non-parametric test, so normality is not required. So these are the threshold we need to set. First of all, we need to find the median of ordinal data. Alternatives, mean, mode, custom, we can also set these values from the checkbox we will do when we click on analyze and find the runs test. And alpha value 0.05, alternative two-sided, this here based on p-value. Okay, so these are the results. So first of all, we need to see the runs test in SPSS. So we go back to our data set and then we click on analyze and go to parametric test and then legacy dialogs and click on runs test. So first of all, we will see the random of waiting time, whether the orders are random or not. So we will put the test variable waiting time in minutes in test variable list. So we need to put the custom, we will put the median here. So what will be the median? First of all, we need to find the median, then we will put the median here, and then we will click the option with descriptive statistic, and then we will click on continue. So what will be the median value as custom here? So we'll find the value first. We go to analyze, descriptive statistics, frequencies, and then we put the waiting time in minutes into variable list, and then click on statistics, and we only read median of the waiting time in minutes. We will click on continue and click on OK. So we find the median 55.5. So now we will put the median while running the runs test. Now back to analyze, non-parametric test, legacy dialog and runs. So what was the median? 55.5. And now we are going to see the random orders waiting time in minutes. Options, descriptives, continue, and then click on active. So you can see the waiting time in minutes, number of observations were 50, mean value is 55.80, standard deviation 14.392, minimum value 37, and the maximum 76. Okay, runs test shows that we put the test value 55.5, so it rounds the value as 56. Okay, so we see that 55 values are less than our test value. So we put the test value 55.5. So there were 25 values are less than our test value, and 25 values are equal or greater than test value, so almost equal. So total cases were 50, number of runs were 10, and Z score was minus 4.572. And the p-value is significant because the p-value is less than 0.05. So in this case, we reject the null hypothesis. So what was our null hypothesis? Null hypothesis states that the ordered waiting time sequence is not random. So we reject this hypothesis. So it means we accept the alternative. That means the order waiting time sequence is random. So in this way, approve the randomness of the order. So we also see the runs test 2, where waiting time in minutes, test value was 55.5 as we find the median. Total cases 50, number of runs 10, and Z minus 4.572, and value is also significant because this value is lower than 0.05. So in this way, we found the randomness among the waiting time orders. And we also find the randomness among the days. So we go back to, first of all, we need to find the median per day. We go to descriptive statistic frequency and put the order sequence, and we also need the only median for the day. We found 25.5. Okay. Now we'll go to analyze non-parametric test, legacy, and click on runs. And now we will put the order sequence. And what was the value we find from median? 25.5. Then click on. So there were 20 cases. Mean value is 25.5. Standard deviation. And we need to see the run test table. Test value we apply 25.5. It rounds. So there were 25 cases were less than our test value, and 25 cases were equal or more than our test value. Total cases 50, number of runs 2, Z value minus 6.859. So this value, p value, is also significant because the value is p is less than 0.05. So in this case, the value of p is also less than 0.05. So in this way, we can reject the null hypothesis that, and we accept the alternative hypothesis because there is also a randomness among the days. So in this way, we measure and test the runs test in SPSS, and we find the results. If you find my video helpful, please subscribe to my channel and click on bell icon so you can get my next video easily.